Hi guys, welcome back. So is this a crisis or an opportunity for England? A bit of an update from my England selection video last week. We've got some injuries in some crucial positions. Jamie George is a doubt after his head knock for Saracens against Edinburgh. Now, I'll say now, it was his fault. He stood up in the tackle, and there were two of those occasions of the Saracens players standing up in the tackle, bolt upright, getting head on head, and then getting yellow cards. So that is a video coming soon, definitely talking about tackles yet again. But Jamie George might not be in. McGuigan looks like he's pulled out at the moment with a knee injury. That's a big problem because without Cowan-Dickie as well, we don't have George and Cowan-Dickie who've got the caps. McGuigan, who's got kind of the age experience and kind of the profile, I would say, to say he could start. Now it's just on Jack Walker, who I really like. I think he's got so much potential. A Harlequins player in good form, but he's uncapped. That's a lot of pressure, him starting. So who backs him up? And it looks like Tom Dunn has come in. Now, is Tom Dunn the next big thing? Probably not. All respect to him, he's a good club player. So why has he been called in over the young talent maybe like Harry Thacker or Blamire? Well, I think it's because he is an old head in terms of professional rugby. I think you could start him potentially in a high pressure scenario and I think he'd be fine. But like I said, we are running very thin in the hooker stakes. I would start Jack Walker for sure, just because I think he is the talent. He is the one who has the potential to be a world-class hooker. And as an aside, with the Six Nations coming up, please do join the free Guinness Pint Predictor game. Put in the code ANALYST on the FanZoo app. Join my league, compete against your friends, myself. You can see in the picture there, it's pretty easy to win pints of Guinness. Obviously over 18s, drink responsibly, but some places do accept soft drinks as well. But you're going to be winning. It's great fun. Get involved, get your friends involved. I'd love to see you there. Then another big blow for England. Courtney Law seen limping off for Northampton, only just back from injury actually. It looked like he was going to be a nailed-on starter because he has been a starter for England for ages. Sure, Borthwick's a new coach, but he has also named him as vice-captain as an extra clue as to him starting, to be honest. Who have they called in? I was hoping we would see Ted Hill coming in as a specialist six, but interestingly, they've called up Dave Ribbons, which I really like second row-wise because I had said I wanted him in from the start in the squad, so that's good. But I think what it says is it raises the chances of the likes of Ollie Chesham playing six. It's a like for like, if you like, for Laws. They brought in a second row in Ribbons, and I think that's kind of freeing up Chesham to play six potentially. The other guy in the squad who could start there, I think, is Lewis Ludlam, who would be a good, hard-working six, maybe taking the pressure off the likes of Ben Earl or Don Brandt to work a bit wider out. I think that could work, but it does look like he's teeing up Ollie Chesham to play six for a Laws type player, so they can have all those line out variations. And the old school kind of six like Ted Hill or Dave Ewers doesn't look like the type of player he's bringing in at the moment. So just to conclude, my rejigged England forward lineup would be Genge, Walker, Cole, Atoje and Ribbons straight in there because I think he should have been in from the start. Whether he will go straight in, I don't know. Chesham at six, if that's the way they're going to be practicing. They wanted Laws in there. It would make sense to keep those plans in place and play that second row / back row six at Chesham. Let me know what you think about that. I know many of you don't like that sort of six. You want the old school big ball running six. Earl at seven still, Don Brandt at eight, and then on the bench, Dunn obviously would come in on the bench. Rod, Sinclair for me, and then on the bench you'd have Dunn covering hooker. Rod and Sinclair I think are two potentially impact props coming on. If you don't want to use Chesham to cover second row, you have Johnny Hill on the bench. If you risk it a bit and get Chesham to cover second row as well, then you could have, say, Jack Willis and Sam Simmons on the bench. So that's kind of how I rejig it. Let me know what you do, and I'll catch you next time.